So we just got off the bus after crossing that big old bridge there. We've been traveling for 6 hours, so I'm ready to get going. So we have been hiking for a little bit over an hour now, and as I said earlier, we've been traveling all day for about 6 hours, and we arrived at 2:30 over at the bridge, and we're gonna give it a few more hours today and then make camp. And one of the reasons that we chose the High Coast Trail is that it's actually not in the highlands, which you probably can tell from the scenery behind me. It's actually in the lowlands along the trail, obviously. But that means that we can camp in our hammocks, which is something that both Niclas and I wanted to do. So that's the plan. So we have just finished the first section of the trail. That was a pretty rough 10k, a lot of climbing, but it was all right. But at the end of this section, there's a nice little self-serve cabin with rooms that you can use, and a kitchen and everything. So we just filled up on some water, and we're gonna continue for a little bit more and then make camp. So I think we're gonna try to climb that thing and make camp on top of it. Oh yes. There's really nothing better to end the day than a climb of like 300 meters and then get up to this awesome view. Well, I don't mind this view from the hammock. Good morning. We have begun our descent on the mountain. And before that, we had a light breakfast. And today we're planning to hike something like somewhere around 20 kilometers, probably a little bit more. And also the distance is also one of the reasons why we chose the High Coast Trail for this vacation, because it's 120 kilometers long, which lets us hike for around 20 kilometers a day, and then including travel time for 7 days in total. So yeah, that's one reason. We just had a bit of a wash break here at this very nice beach. The water was stupidly cold though. And now it's time for gourmet lunch. We came across a small camping, and of course they sold ice cream, and it happens to be my birthday today, so yeah, here we go. Oh god.
Hey.
You're covered in flies.
Yeah, can you see all these flies?
Yeah.
Must be like 50 of them.
Disgusting.
I guess I'm tasty.
Hello. So it looks like we've covered like a fourth of the whole trail now, and it's only our second day. Yeah. So, but we still have a little bit a ways to go. So this is gonna be the view from camp spot number 2, and we're gonna hang up our hammocks somewhere up in the trees over there, which is gonna be nice. Good morning again. It's day 3 on the High Coast Trail, and late last night we realized that we've misplanned. Turns out the trail is more like 130 kilometers, so we had wasted a little bit of our time during the first 2 days, and now we're gonna have to make up for it. So we set off a little bit earlier this morning and hope to cover even more distance in the following days. So that felt kind of stupid. We just left Lappudden, which is like a small center for outdoors activities. They do a few tours and like boat trips and stuff like that, and they have a few huts that you can rent. And in the guidebook that we were following, it also said that they would have a cafe, but they didn't. They've shut that down a few years ago. So we were planning on having lunch there, but turns out that didn't happen. But they did have a few snacks that we bought. So and we filled up on water, which we're gonna need. So we have reached the final destination for today, and on our way here we actually passed through a small village which had a pizzeria, so we had some pizza for dinner, which was very nice. They also had a small shop, so we bought some beer and brought it here, carried it all the way up on this mountain, so we're gonna enjoy it now. Cheers, Niclas.
Cheers, Boban.
And this is our view. Good morning. We are on our 4th day now, and over the night I have caught a cold, which is not very fun. But we will try to push on for now and hope it doesn't get worse. And I'm gonna try to cover our planned distance for today, which is like 25 kilometers or something like that. We will see how it goes. So we decided to bail because I have a fever, and while I can still walk, I don't have enough power in me to be able to keep the pace necessary for us to reach the end of the trail on time. But we were kind of lucky because we came across this hostel, so we are actually gonna sleep in this little cabin over here. And then we'll see if I feel better tomorrow. Maybe we'll do a day hike. Yeah, more updates later. There's gonna be no more hiking for me on this trip. Even after resting for a day, I still feel pretty terrible. I don't even dare go for a shorter walk at the moment. So that sucks. But anyway, I wanted to add some closing words and maybe even a short review on the High Coast Trail itself. And mind you that I've only experienced like the southernmost half of it, a little bit more than half, but still. So take everything with a grain of salt. I expect there are a lot more cool things further north on the trail. But one overall impression that I've gotten is that way too much time was spent on roads, like gravel and even asphalt roads, which is not something that I look for when I'm out hiking. On the other hand, there have been some really beautiful vistas and a lot of nice nature. And the trail has been pretty challenging, a lot of elevation changes, which is I like, because I like the challenge. And there's another part, which is that you're basically hiking between small villages or even like summer house areas, which means that there are places where you can buy food along the trail, like snacks and even lunch and stuff, which is nice, but it doesn't ever feel particularly remote, which I think I would have preferred. And we have also had problems with water, because there aren't a lot of natural sources of water here. It's been pretty dry, so that might be one reason. But I mean, you're hiking on the coast of the Baltic Sea and you can't drink the water from the Baltic Sea. So the only place that you can fill up are some lakes maybe, but mostly like tap water from houses or different facilities. And they, even though you like encounter them a lot, they can be far. They can be stretched pretty far. So if you're gonna hike here, I suggest you be able to carry 3 liters of water at any point of time, and also be prepared to ask the locals for water, like from their houses, because yeah, at least one point we needed to do that because we ran out. So yeah, just be aware. But I've enjoyed it, so like I would recommend people go here, and I will definitely come back to hike the northernmost section. So yeah, but that's our final parting words. So until next time, have a good one.